Creativity in fatherhood. What is this? What could it mean? I am 5 months deep into the experience. Got a little young'un. We call him Sprog. Yeah, that's his actual name, Sprog. And it's a whirlwind, man. And I think it's a topic that needs exploration, so I am offering it today, these thoughts, but please take note that it is coming from a man who is 5 months into the experience. Yeah, it is the most education rich thing ever, right? Ever. You may not have children yet. You may have children. Possibly it's on your mind, at the very least, if you have clicked this video, given the title, which I am going to most likely call it. So, creativity in fatherhood. First of all, father. This is a role, right? A role. Roles and preferences, often in life, men get caught up and end up in identity crises because they choose to define themselves solely by roles and preferences, right? So fathering is a role. It is a fundamental, extremely important role, yet it changes, right? The nature of what fathering was to me 4 months ago is already vastly different 4 months down the line. Do you see? Preferences, like I am a carnivore, I am a vegan. People often end up defining themselves by these preferences, which again is all well and good until your preference changes. What if you created an identity around being a vegan, right? And then suddenly you discover, actually, I need to eat some eggs. Yeah, there's a little crisis that can occur. That's quite a light example, but, you know, we can go down the realms of sexuality as well. Defining oneself by one's preference in one moment, and, okay, I am a this, and then you end up in trouble because you fall in love with someone who isn't in the bracket you thought you were only supposed to like. Does that make sense? So roles and preferences. Now, fatherhood is a role. Like I say, it's a very, very fundamental, extremely important, rewarding, challenging role. Yet it is a role. So where am I going with this? Well, the first touch point which comes to mind is that one's answer to the question, who are you? Who are you? What does that question do for you? If you get a bit kerfuddled like most people do, like I did for a long time, well then there's some work to do, right? There is some work to do there. You ask me, who are you? Well, my name is Alexander Canwell. I'm loving, nurturing, growing, maturing. I am imperfect. I make balls up like anyone else. Yet I am determined and courageous and devout in holding myself accountable to the principles that I choose in life. That's who I am right now. See, what I've just done is given you constants. All of those constants, all of those principles are free to move into any situation that you face in life. Constants, principles. What is your code? This is the answer to that great big question. Who are you? So that's how you create and define your sense of identity in a stable manner. Including, now we're coming back round to it, including in fatherhood. There have been times in these fresh 5 months where I have made those balls up. I have been a wally. I have got frustrated because the role was calling me into a new experience that I was not comfortable with. But returning to those principles that I have defined for myself, which you can define for yourself, enables one to return to form as quickly as possible. And that is the definition of resilience. Resilience is how quickly a material or substance returns to form. Yeah. So the answer to who are you is the form you want to be in life. So if you know that, if you know the answer to that, and you can do this work right now, choose constants, choose principles. In the Green Man system, we've got the core identity coaching model, which goes a bit deeper than this. But what you need to know right now is it is principles. It is constants. Choose them. Courageous, adventurous, creative. Right? What is your code as a man in this life? And that can be with you in any situation. And when you balls up, when you find yourself acting like Wally or going the Dumble Downs or whatever it is, you can return to form quicker. Yeah, so fatherhood, creativity in fatherhood begins here, at the nub of it, to the question, who are you? And in my experience thus far, I've got so much more to learn, right? I'm growing, yeah, I'm learning, see? So, that is what has been noticed, first of all. By being grounded in who one is, one can be free and agile enough to move with the changing nature of the role of fatherhood. So creativity, which here we, off the cuff, we are defining it as using one's imagination and bringing that into fruition, you know, creative ideas and so forth. You can, in the moment, be creative in the situations that are presented to you when there's poo everywhere and you oh bloody hell, right, instead of getting clamped down with it, sing a song. This happened today. Poo everywhere. There was poo everywhere. Yeah. If I'm fixed and I'm not agile and moving with who I choose to be in life, who I am creating myself as, who is the man you're going to choose to create in this life, then the Dumble Down can creep in. We've got the Green Man, we've got Dumble Down, this duality that we use for our own benefit from the creator's seat. Yeah. So you can be free enough and creative enough and loose enough to sing a song instead of creating a bad mood and a bad atmosphere and an unhelpful stink around you, because things are not moving how you quite planned. Right. So creativity in fatherhood. Last thing, because this is an evolving thing, I'm going to return to this topic. If you've got any thoughts on this, your own experiences in this, let's get in the comments, man. Like and subscribe, but let's get into the comments and open up this door as men, as fathers, fulfilling the role as the men we want to be in life. Okay? But the playfulness, this is one of my chosen attributes. Playfulness. Because when I go Dumble Down, I can be incredibly stiff and boring and serious guy. Right? Playfulness is, oh man, it's just so nourishing for me. And I'm already noticing with my son at the age of only 5 months, when he's reaching out and grabbing and looking into the world, this playfulness is gold. It is absolute gold. This playful curiosity outlook, when I choose it, suddenly I notice I feel side by side with my son and I'm exploring the world with him through those eyes of wonder that these children have. Man, those are the thoughts for today, right? Those are the thoughts of today. Who is the man you're going to choose to create in this life? Who are you? The answer lies in constants that can move with you through any situation in life, including when you are fulfilling the role of being a father. And the role needs to be free to change, which is why we don't pin our whole sense of self to it, but rather pin our sense of self to those constants, to those principles. Like, I am ... constants, not a role, because the role needs to change. It will change. Well, I'm looking to raise a man, yeah, who will not be a child. He will be a fully grown man one day down the line, and I will look at him eye to eye as a man. My role as a father there will be very different from when he's 5 months old. Do you see the picture? I do hope this has been of service to you. Whoever you are, get in the comments. I'd love to hear your experiences as a dad, if you're a dad, or if you're looking forward to becoming a dad. Let's open up the gate, man. Green man system, man. Much love to you. Creativity is the key.